Hello my kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiara Kumila, but you guys know you can call me Cam. So as you can tell from the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about thinning locks. So are your locks thinning? Are you having an issue with thinning locks at the root? Because if you are, stay tuned and we'll have a little discussion about it. So as you may have seen from the thumbnail, thinning roots is something that I have experienced with my lock journey. So for those of you who don't know, I've had my locks for about 14 months and I've had some issues with some thinning. So I'll insert pictures here so you can have a look. So I've had issues with hair breakages, especially at the root of my hair for a while now. But when your hair is loose natural, sometimes it's really easy to miss it. Because I had quite a lot of hair and my hair was really dense, if I had little pieces of breakage at the root, sometimes, you know, it would go months and I wouldn't notice anything just because of the density and the fullness of my hair. But I feel like with locks, because of the separation and the parts, it's really easy to catch things when you have issues. Well, for me anyway. So what we're going to be talking about today is what to do when your locks are thinning at the root. I'm just going to go through my experience, have a few tips for you guys, you know, if you have similar hair texture to me, you've had a similar experience, and hopefully it'll be of help to you. Disclaimer, I am not a trichologist, I am not a hair specialist, I'm just a young lady who has locks and has gone through things. So anything I say is just my own anecdotal experience, so just keep that in mind regarding anything I say in this video. So a few reasons why your locks might be thinning and what to do when you notice thinning at the roots. Number one, it might be an internal issue. So my experience, for me, I noticed that I have been getting breakage at my roots for a while, but it's very periodic. I noticed that, you know, over the past few years, I go through a month or two where I get extreme breakage at the root and then the hair grows back and then it'll kind of happen again. So this time when I had my locks and I noticed that my hair was thinning at the roots, I noticed it was about December time. And I was thinking back to all the other times I'd experienced breakage and I was just like, what is the theme here? Because I don't, you know, manipulate my hair that much. I don't retwist that often. I keep it moisturized. I keep it healthy. Something else is happening. And this keeps going on over and over. No matter what hairstyle I have, I keep getting this breakage in the same place. So I thought back and I was like, okay, usually it happens around December, January time. So what happens in December, January that doesn't happen the rest of the year? Winter time. There's less sunlight, more darkness. I don't really go outside that much. I'm literally in the house, in the car, go to work, you know, back into the car, in the house. So I don't really sit outside that much. I'm like, okay, maybe something is going on here sunlight wise. Maybe I'm deficient in some kind of minerals or something. So this prompted me to go and get a blood test. So I went to my doctors. I noticed that I was having some other issues as well. So I went to my doctors, I got a blood test and it came back that I was anemic and I had low hemoglobin levels. I also found out I was low in vitamin D. So I started taking vitamin D supplements and iron supplements, and that allowed my hair to go from this to this in a matter of 2 months. So my first step would be to make sure that internally you're doing fine, whether that's making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure you're getting enough water, you're exercising, making sure you feel healthy, your body is doing what it's supposed to do. That is always the first step, because it doesn't matter what you put on your hair topically. You can put on all the creams, all the gels, all the oils. If inside is not working, honey, the hair is not going to be popping. That's just what it is. So make sure the internals are doing what they should do. Step number 2, if you know that, you know, internally you're doing well, you know, you're healthy, you're living your best life, everything is going well, but your hair is still breaking, the next step I would say would be manipulation. So how often are you retwisting? Are you retwisting too often, or are you not retwisting enough? For me, again, my hair is very coarse and it's very dry, and I've got 4C textured hair, and my hair doesn't grow into the lock. So I have hair that if it's left unchecked, it will kind of grow away from the lock. And I do lots of updos and things like that. So if I leave my hair too long without a retwist and I'm tying it up, etc., my the base of my lock gets stretched, but obviously there's less hair going into it and that weakens the lock. So for me, I need to retwist regularly, about every 4 to 6 weeks. Otherwise, that's where I run into trouble, because that's my hair type. But if you don't have the same hair type as me, you've got a different type of hair, then maybe you need to retwist less often. Maybe you can go longer without a retwist if your hair does grow into the locks. So that would be my advice, to stop retwisting. Just leave the hair alone, let it grow out, and then you'll be able to see better whether it is manipulation or if something else is going on with the hair. Point number 3 would be hair maintenance. So are you oiling the hair? Is hair moisturized? Are you looking after it? Are you massaging that scalp? Are you giving the hair a nice environment where it can thrive? Again, speaking from experience, I noticed in the first part of my journey that my hair was really dry, and I think because I was so used to having loose natural hair and having to be up in it and do all these things to keep it like manageable, I was like, yo, I got locks now. I can just leave it alone and just live life. No, sweets, no. You still have to oil your head. You still have to moisturize your hair, even if you've got locks, because that's when you start to get breakage, you start to get dry hair, and issues can occur. So if that spritzing your hair with, water, rose water, aloe vera water, juice, water, some kind of aloe liquid, whatever it is, making sure the hair is moisturized, making sure the hair is oiled, you're putting nice oils in the scalp, massaging it, just making sure the hair is nice and soft and moisturized and pliable, and you don't get any excess breakage where you don't need to. I use rose water with a sprinkle of herbal essence conditioner, just a little bit. I know, people are gonna be looking at me like, girl, you shouldn't be putting conditioner in your hair, but just rose water alone is not enough. My hair was still crispy, so I was like, I need to add a little bit in there just to zhuzh it up a little bit, and now my hair is it's nice and moist. So you have to do what works for you, do what works for your hair type. There's no one set rule. Listen to Auntie Cam. Just gotta do what's best for you. So that was just a few tips. I didn't want to make this video too long or too extra, so I just wanted to give a few tips of things that I've tried, things that I've experienced, and hopefully they'll help you. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and maybe share it to someone. Maybe you know somebody who's having a similar issue. Share it with them, maybe it will help them out. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Okay, bye.